What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're pulling the oil pump and the VTC gear in the K24. Let's do it. So I have to actually just remove the crank pulley, valve cover, timing cover, oil pan, and we start pulling this apart. Would you just look at how clean it is? It looks like it almost never been ran before. But obviously it been ran before. It's just so clean. There's like almost no staining inside. Like none. Bro, would you like look how clean that is? The oil comes and travels on the side of this, bro. And when this runs hot or old, it gets like this. And this I can understand. These are sections of the engine where it's real, at the bottom. You know what I mean? But like, look at this is usually real dark on cars. If y'all don't know if y'all seen one of my last videos of the CRV where I did the timing on it, y'all see that timing cover was filthy. It was super dark compared to this one. It's mad clean. So clean. So you want to get a pin, kind of like this one. This is a K series timing little. This comes with a brand new timing tensioner. So you just want to get this pushed up there and pin it. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of it, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. All right, so it looks like this when you got it all tightened up, or loosened, excuse me. Now you got, excuse me. Now you've got some slack on the timing chain. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tensioner off, and that'll give me all the slack that I need, and the tensioner won't spring out. All right, so I actually just removed the tensioner. I'm gonna remove the chain and get ready to swap the cam gear and then drop the oil pan so that I can get access to the oil pump. Oh, that just like slid right off there. I will be reusing that. So actually, to remove this cam gear, you want to just hold it here with a wrench or an adjustable that fits, and then take this off with a ratchet. You don't want to use an impact on here. So I'm going to go ahead, take that off, and show you guys, or put the new ones on. Alright, well that sucked, but it's loose. So just unscrew it and remove it. There you go. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys the inside of these two gears. And quickly you can see that the RBB gear has a bigger section here where this little pin actuates in and out to slide the cam back and forth. And the RBCs is a lot thinner to allow for more movement, and that's why this gear, you know, is the one to have. Essentially, you could take this piece here and get this machined just like this one and get the same amount of adjustment in the cam. So just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Alright, so I got the RBC gear all installed. All I have to do is torque it down. I actually opened this and cleaned it just to make sure that there was no debris or anything inside of it, which there was, because I did pull that from the junkyard. So I went ahead, cleaned that out, lubed it with assembly lube so there's no metal on metal going on in there. And then, like I said, I installed it, getting ready to torque this down, and that gear will be set, ready to go. Also, this gets torqued down to 83 foot-pounds. I just wanted to put that in there while I go ahead and torque this down myself. Alright, this is all torqued down, ready to go. That was not fun to do by myself. It was a little bit of a pain. Got it done though. Now, I'm going to flip this over, knock this oil pan off, and swap this oil pump over. Since this water pipe is in the way, I can't quite flip it over since it runs right into that. So I've got to take it off like this until, because I'm not taking off that water pipe. Boo. Oh well. These are an absolute pain to get off. So I'm going to set this down, get this off, and pick up from there. Actually, with the timing cover already off, it wasn't even that bad. But look how it looks in here. It's not that bad. It's pretty clean. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. But first, I'm going to swap that oil pump over. I'm actually glad I'm in here doing this because I was looking at my tensioner and I thought the tensioner looked a little funny, and because it was off to the side. But look at this. It's completely broken. I've never seen that before, where the oil pump tensioner was completely broken, and you can see it's been broken for a while because the white part that broke right here is brown. So this didn't just break now. This has been broken for a little minute. So I'm actually glad that I'm in here doing this. I got to swap this out. I do not have a brand new one, I don't think. But if I do, I'm definitely going to throw it on. That's just so crazy. I can't believe that. I just can't believe that this was like this. With such a low mileage engine too. This engine's supposed to have like 60,000 miles on it. I got the paperwork for it and everything. Well, I guess I'm just going to continue. I'm going to go ahead and find a new oil, or find a replacement oil pump tensioner, the chain tensioner, and then keep pushing from here. Alright, so here's a closer look at where it broke. That's just nuts. I've never seen that before. Ever. I've never seen a broken K-Series oil pump chain guide tensioner. Ever. Not even once. And I've done like... That's why I've got a whole bunch of replacements, and I've done so many. I've never seen a broken one, especially on a low mileage engine, especially on an engine that's as clean as this one. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Look at that. Come on, focus. That's nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and rip this heap off, and then swap over this guide, throw on the new windage tray, plug up. You know, I'm going to do all the K24 swap stuff. Here I go. Now the oil pump is off. I can remove this chain. Don't need that. Put that back on there. Gotta remove this. Gotta remove this. We gotta pull this bad boy out and plug him up. And then swap this guy over. Good thing it fell out. I already cracked these loose with the ratchet. Remove that. I'm going to go grab the K20 one so I can throw it on. Before I install the other stuff, I'm going to go ahead and take this out and plug that. Alright, so to get this jet out, I just use a wood screw and screw it in. I don't like using a self-tapper because the self-tapper drills out, like it starts to drill out the hole and little bits start to shave, and I don't want any bits to fall inside this. So I use a wood screw and then it just start until it grabs and starts to turn and pull it out. Comes right out. You just want to get you a 12mm bolt. Some RTV on there. And then we can throw this in that hole there. Screw that down. And that's it. And that'll never go anywhere. And this is so crucial. If you do not do this, you won't have oil pressure in the engine when you do the Type S oil pump swap. So this is critical. If you do this, if you do not do this, you will ruin your engine. All right, I got the windage tray on. I'm just gonna buzz it down. Whoops. I'll run them back by hand. So I've got the oil pump on here, and I remember I said, well, in one of my last videos, I said that this might not clear, and it doesn't. You can see there's a gap there. From up here, you can see it. There's a gap, and it's touching there. So I'm gonna go ahead and shave this down some more, and then get the oil pump thrown back on here. Well, I thought I had a new chain. This one's a used one, but it's pretty clean used one. It came out of a really clean engine with low miles. So, yeah, I guess that new one was a K24 chain. So, oil pump is on. It's got plenty of clearance now. I'm going to drop this down, bottom it all out, so you can see the clearance between here and here. And then throw the K20 guide on, the tensioner, and then the oil pump will be all set. Alright, so it's all tightened down. You can see that there's a gap underneath there. You can see the little light in the back of it. And it's all the way tight. So I've got oil pump on, windage tray, the oil jet block off. All three oil pump bolts are on and tight. So I'm going to put this the guide on, the chain tensioner, and that'll be done. I can seal up the oil pan and get ready to do the rest of the stuff. Installed. Alright, got everything for the oil pump installed. The tensioner, I just got to pull this. Now everything is all tensioned, ready to go. The tensioner is tight. The guide is tight. The K20 guide. Oil pump is tight, windage tray is on, and the oil jet block off is on. The conversion is complete. So now I just gotta clean up the RTV that is there, which is pretty good since it's the OEM stuff. It comes off really easy. And re-RTV the oil pump and throw it on. I would just like to say I love how much easier RTV is to clean when you have a good razor blade. So the block is all clean, meaning the oil pan surface and the timing cover surface is all clean. So I can go ahead, I'm gonna throw the oil pump on, but I'm gonna leave the timing cover off and the valve cover off because I'm actually going to paint them. Comment down below what color do you think I'm gonna paint it. It's gonna be a surprise. You're only gonna find out in the video, so you might as well subscribe now if you haven't. So let's see it. Alright, engine's upside down, but got the timing all set. Got the dot in between the two marks there. Dot in between the two marks there. I don't know if you can see it, but the dot is underneath the mark. And we're tight. So timing's all set. Now I'm going to throw this oil pan on. I'm just going to throw this on before I forget it. Because this easy to forget and it will ruin your day. So I'm gonna throw that on now. Whew. All right, I got the oil pan all cleaned up and cleaned out. There was a bunch of RTV dust in here from using the wire brush to clean the edges. So now I'm just gonna, put RTV on this and seal up the oil pan section of the engine. Well, the oil pan is on and bolted down. It's all sealed up. I went ahead and gave it a little coat of matte black because it had some marks on it, and like there was a bunch of silver down here. I didn't want it to start rusting, so I went ahead and scuffed it, painted it. Now it looks good. Like I said, I'm not gonna throw the timing cover or the valve cover on because I'm gonna go ahead and clean those and prep them for paint first. Like I said, comment down below what color you think I'm gonna go ahead and go do. And yeah, that's it. This is a RBC gear and K20 oil pump Type S install, and this was on my personal swap. Like I said, I wasn't trying to have like a super instructional video. I just wanted to point out the key points while doing it to my engine. So yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here, guys. I already got the K24 fitted with the K20 oil pump and the RBC cam gear. Tomorrow I'm going to be painting the timing cover and the valve cover. Like I said, comment down below what colors you think I'm going to go ahead and go do. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace!